Well, there was a lot of controversy about moving to Glastonbury because so many older people in Hartford that were members, they did not drive. So everybody was wondering how they were going to get across the bridge. And the board of directors made a good decision and tried to get everybody involved, and they created rides for the people to come over and see where the new home would be. A lot of the young people that were coming over here were getting cars, but the old people were happy to take the bus. The fact that there was no parking on Grove Street was important to that they had plenty of room to expand here. And of course the GAA was getting very popular at the time. They had a good football team, but they didn't have no place to practice. So it was very important that they had their own field here and plenty of place for the families to run around. That was their whole goal.
For us based here, it was a sense of you could come down and talk to somebody from any part of Ireland, north, south, east or west, and you had a commonality that we were all away from home. I don't care whether we work in Australia, London, all over the world. From Monday to Friday when you're working. But on the weekend you missed home. And this was the place that you could come down and be with your own people for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And there were dances, there was organisations, there was camaraderie. And it didn't, you met somebody from home and we're all in the same boat. So it gave us a sense of belonging, a place to go.
Well, as Lil said, I think everybody had a lot of friends, and it was just a matter of getting them together. And of course, social media was not available back them days, so you had to either get on the phone and call somebody and say, are you coming down to the club tonight? There's a dance going on, or a dinner. And just the fact coming down and meeting people and talking about home, about their families, where they worked and how they got there. I think that was a big part of it here. When our kids were small, we had 3 boys, and we always brought them down here. And they're still continuing to this very day. Now they're bringing down their families.
It was important to have the place to come down and have the things that I was familiar with in Ireland, which were dances, sport, a sense of belonging. I didn't have my physical family here, but that became my family.
It's a great opportunity for young people to get involved with the club, to find out what's going on down here, and to have their kids enjoy the outdoors and the facilities here.
When I came here, it was a sense of belonging, a place to go to, a sense of safety, and to go forward with it. Things are different. People come in today and they'll sit at the bar and they'll use their technology and they won't even speak to each other. People do not know how to have conversations, and I think that's sad, and it's sad for the younger generations. But those that come down, the younger people who come down, love the conversation. Once they get down and sit around a table and nobody's on their phone and they're talking to each other and looking each other in the eye. And that's what we'd like to see going forward. The truth is we're in financial trouble. Our building is in disrepair. There's things that just have to be fixed, just like any home. And we can no longer patch and go. We have to get into it and do a good job. It's going to cost money. And if everybody gives a little bit, nobody will be broke. And if it's left to a few, it's not fair. We all reap the benefits. We all, if we all put our shoulder to the wheel, whatever anybody can give, no sum is too little and no sum is too large. We need it to keep the building going. If we let it go, if it's gone, it'll be gone and it will not be recouped. We're on the cusp right now. We need to really take a serious look at what the needs are. If we don't have a building, we have nothing. If we don't have the building, we don't have anything.
With the pandemic that we've had for the last year and the club being closed, it's been a big financial hassle for everybody, not just for the club, but for every business. Again, financial help is really important at this time. And like Lil said, if everybody chipped in a little bit, we have a lot of remodeling done over the years here.
I know people are isolated, restricted, and that's perfectly understandable, but there's no caution to writing a check or a few shillings in an envelope. I don't want to see us all standing out in the field crying when they're putting a padlock on it, Now it's either now or never. We need to get together, and a little from a lot will do a lot. So if everybody can do that, that's my plea. Just a little from a lot. That would be, what I would like to see happen.